back, everybody. Our special time with Dane Brugler of The Athletic. You've known him, you've read him. If you're not, I don't know what you're doing, but I want to ask you about a couple of prospects in terms of their fit in Kansas City. We'll just go through them a little bit here. I want to know, because we didn't see a ton of him in the pre-draft process, where should Cam Thomas be? What type of front should he play in that you think will maximize his performance and his development?
I think that he's probably best as a base end in a 4-3 look. A guy that has athleticism, he moves well, but I think you want him setting the edge. I think you want him, in a position to where he can rush off the edge, but he can also make plays versus the run. And I think he can move inside, just like he did at San Diego State. Move inside on obvious passing downs, bring a NASCAR package onto the field, get after the quarterback. He can rush from different angles, from different gaps, really strong hands. I think he's still developing his handwork in terms of how to quickly stack and shed. He's got power in his hands, but I wouldn't say he's overly skilled just yet. So he's kind of working through that. But it's unfortunate we didn't get to see more of him at the Senior Bowl, at the Combine. But he worked out pretty well after he was finally healthy, which is great to see from him. But I think he's somewhere on day two. It's the edge rusher class is just so loaded with guys, different types of edge rushers, top to bottom. It's the one position where I think every single round you look at and say, I feel like I'm going to get a good player in this round at edge rusher, someone I can be optimistic about. And Cam Thomas, if second, third round, somewhere in that mix, I think he'd make sense.
I look at him and I see a Steve Spagnuolo player for that front, and it makes me more comfortable with him in the second than it is with Karlaftis in the first, which we keep seeing rumors about. Am I wrong? Is there something about Karlaftis that I'm not picking up on that makes him drastically better in that big end kind of role?
No, I mean, I certainly understand. I mean, with Karlaftis, you wish he was a little bit longer. You wish he had a little more twitch to his game. But you do love the motor that he plays with. I mean, he just doesn't shut it down. The one thing that I really appreciate about Karlaftis' game is his ability to just break down the rhythm of blockers. He does it very, very well. And so I think that skilled handwork is maybe where, like I said, I think with Thomas, he's very powerful. His hands are really physical. But I think with Karlaftis, you just have a little bit more of an understanding of how to use those hands and how to be a little more skilled in that area. And that's why we're talking about a first rounder compared to a second or third rounder. It'd be an interesting fit with Karlaftis. I don't think it'd be a bad fit, but I certainly understand what you're saying in terms of Thomas maybe being the more ideal fit in that situation.
Folks, that's Dane Brugler from The Athletic. You can find all his work over there, as well as make sure you hit the podcast. Don't miss that part of it. Dane, thank you for all your time. We appreciate it.
Anytime. Thanks, Brian.